people. I know I've had several requests for a mod update, so I will take you on this journey of what I'm trying to do today. Don't know if I'll get anything accomplished, but Julie registered us for our very first car show. Super excited. She registered us for the Lone Star Roundup. You can't have any cars newer than 1963. This is a 62 Cadillac, so we qualify. And we actually started a Austin area hearse group, and we actually found 2 other people other than Jason and Allison that have hearses. So now we have 4 cars in our group. Super excited. But today what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to remove this cowl. The wiper motor is intermittent on this car. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it won't. It'll just cut off. Well, if it happens to be sprinkling or raining the day that we go to this car show, we won't have any windshield wipers. So I read on a forum saying there's a spring inside that if it's not loose, then it will cause it to be intermittent. I know the motor's not necessarily all the way bad, or it wouldn't come on at all, and the switch isn't bad, or it wouldn't cause it to come on or off, I'm assuming. So I'm going to get the cowl removed. I already started taking screws out. So I got to get this removed so I can get to some of the main bolts that hold on this motor. Get the wiring unplugged and remove that bad boy and see what we can figure out. Alright people, so I got the windshield wipers off. It was pretty tricky. The way this works, it has this big metal ring here. So this goes on the wiper arm, and then it's got this little retaining ring, and this thing spins around onto the grooves. To move this out of the way, you have to unspin this from these threads to be able to move this out of the way, to be able to next take this cowl off. Otherwise, it's blocking like this, and it hits the cowl, and you can't take it off. So I thought I had to remove this first to get the windshield wipers off, but I didn't. In messing with them, for if someone else ever needs to take one of these off, I don't know if I can do this with one hand here, but if you pull your wiper like that way, this actually has a spring arm in here, and you'll see it pull away, and you can twist it and lock it in place to kind of pull away. And then your leverage has to be from this side of the arm on the outside, and you just get like a wedge, like a screwdriver or something, and wedge it out of there, and it pulls it off of this arm. Same thing for that side. It'll be the outside arm, the outside edge, and that'll get your wipers off. So that was a new learning experience. So now I gotta get this retaining ring off to be able to move this out of the way, because see, it's blocking the cowl right here for us to be able to get that off. And my ultimate goal, of course, is to get in there to the main bolts to be able to get that windshield wiper motor out. Alright, so now that this thing is loose, I can spin it the rest of the way, kind of show you guys. Alright, so that comes off, and then this thing can come loose and come off. So now your cowl will not get stuck on that. So let me twist that one around. Make sure I leave those on the proper side. I don't know if it matters or not. Boom. So one of our main goals, like I said, I want to see if I can fix the windshield wiper intermittent problem. We have the new windshield in the garage. I want to try to get the windshield replaced before the Lone Star Roundup. And then, of course, you guys know that I've already been working on the roof. I want to get this sanded down, this section sanded down, and this one last rear quarter that I haven't done yet, and get that blacked out and coated before as well. So those are the things I really want to get done to it. Can't seem to get the front hubcaps on. I don't know it says the wheels are the right size, but for some reason they won't go on there, so I may mess with that today too if I have time. Whew, man, you really have to manhandle this stuff. I had to like rip that sucker out of there, and you know, it's not like what you're used to on today's cars. Like, you know, this thing's plastic, and if I ripped it out of there, it'd probably just break. This thing like sliced my finger open. It's like hardcore metal, but it's kind of nice, giving me the opportunity to clean a bunch of this crap out. And there's like a wasp's nest down in there, right there. So, but here's the linkage to the wiper motor. So let me kind of look at that and mess with it and see what I can figure out. So it's kind of nice to get down in here and really see down in here and look at the linkage. I can probably get that sucker lubed up and nice too. So I wonder if while I'm down here if I should replace these little hoses while I got it open. I wish I had the rubber already for this to replace that, but you know, I don't. Alright, got everything vacuumed out. Man, there was a ton of dirt in there. It's ridiculous. I may clean this up a little better and then maybe spray some protectant, some of the rust inhibitor down inside there. Julie wants this to be, you know, back to its original beauty, but we're not gonna go win any huge contests with this thing, and I'm sure I'm not gonna strip this all the way down to a bare frame at any point to where we're going to completely dip it and get it cleaned off. So as we go, as I expose different parts, I'll go ahead and protect it and spray some protectant down in there. Alright, so I just took this wiper motor, took this end off. I didn't video it when I had it off, but I did take some pictures, so I'll show you the pictures here. I sanded down the copper. It was really tricky to get the springs and everything back in there, but I figured it out. Everything seemed to be freed up in there. Nothing was stuck. Everything seemed to be good. Move freely. So now I'm gonna look up and see if there's anything in here that I need to look at that I might can mess with. Alright, so I'm on the inside of the motor, on the other inside of the motor. I already went into this side and cleaned it up. So I was reading online, and it says that if the grease is all gummed up in here, which is very gummed up in here, to clean that all out and put some new grease in there. And it says all this stuff should move really freely. This lever here, kind of hard to do this with two hands here. This lever here is really tough to move. It should move really smoothly. It's really hard to move. Same thing for all these levers. They should really move softly. So I'm going to clean all this grease out of here and get this all nice and lubed up, and that may be the problem. Hopefully that's it. Alright, I don't have it mounted. I just have it in there so I can kind of see the mechanism working. I've cleaned it out quite a bit. I haven't put new grease in there yet. I got to go get some. So for now, I just temporarily grounded it to the body. Got the power hooked up to it. Let's see if I can get this phone to sit here in a manner where I can film it. Geez, maybe not. There we go. All right, here we go. Look at that. There's high speed. Back to the park position. Holy smokes. So it's working. Back to the park position. Dude, I think all I need to do is lube that bad boy up, close it up, get it hooked back up. Man, I think we're good to go. Stupid rain. So, alright, so just tested it. It seemingly works. Now, I didn't have it under a load because it wasn't actually hooked up. So, the telltale sign will be once it's actually hooked up to where it actually works while it's hooked up, while on a load, having to move the wipers. So, hopefully it's good to go. Kind of messed up my plans today because I was going to sand all this down and sand this down and recoat this, but can't do it when it's wet. Boo. But excited that this isn't burnt out and that it actually moves. So, and it wasn't intermittent. It turned on and it stayed on. So, can't wait to get that thing put in, but I really wish it'd stop raining. I gotta go get some lube. Alright, people, it's raining. I'm not gonna let the rain defeat me. So anyway, got it. The linkage is back on. That linkage over there was like super stuck and almost rusted to where it wouldn't move. I'm wondering if that might have actually been the problem to begin with. So they're all nice and lubed up. Got them to where they move good. Got the motor back installed. Give it a shot. Turn it on. And look at that. Holy bejesus. It's working. Alright, everything is in. I didn't put the hoses for the water to spray up yet. Now that I think about it, I guess I should have, because the little bastard goes under there. But I'll have to get back in here anyway when we remove the windshield, so I'll worry about that then. And but check it out. Got it all installed. Got the wipers back on. What? Maude now has wipers. And then there's high speed. There she is. Freaking worked. So it was pretty awesome because as I was researching online, it was probably, for a replacement motor, about $400 to send that in and have it rebuilt by someone else is a minimum of $250 on up. So the fact that I was able to get that done myself feels pretty awesome. So you're welcome, Maude.